Hi. Hey guys. Hi. Hey there, Bailey. Hey, Karen. Welcome. Hey, Cat Daddy. But welcome, guys. Um, hey. Yes, welcome, guys. It's almost time to start. If y'all don't know who I am going to go ahead and start giving an introduction of who I am. Hey, Joanna. But my name is Nataushia. I'm 32 years old and I currently live in central Kentucky. I at one point at my heaviest weight weighed over 500 pounds. I'm now down over 275 pounds since starting my weight loss journey back in May of 2021. I actually accidentally ended up on seated cardio. I have done cardio before. I have done a lot of different things before. But after I'd lost roughly 200 pounds, I was running and I pushed myself. Hey guys. Hey Mary. Hey Tammy. Hey Maria. But anyways, I pushed myself really hard and I was like, I'm probably just hurting in my ankle because I'm sore and I'm not ran in a while or whatever the case may be. I wasn't really chalking it up to the fact that I wasn't listening to my body appropriately and I did not give it a break. So I ended up injuring my left ankle. Hey there, Jeannie. So what I did is I already knew how to do a lot of modified exercises because I am a former athlete. I was a collegiate athlete. I did track and field. That's what I did whenever I was in college. But I also played basketball. I've also played football. They call it powder puff. That's what they call it. That's why I wore my Power Puff Girl shirt because first of all, I love Power Puff Girls. But anyways, hey Patricia. But anyways, I've done all those types of things. So I know a little bit about exercise. Well, I know a lot of bit about exercise. Now, I'm not a physical trainer. I'm nothing like that. I'm not a personal trainer. I'm nothing of that nature. All I am is someone who has lost over 275 pounds. And I have honestly just decided to share my routine with the world because this is my thing. I know how much it costs to go to the gym. I know how much the fees are. I know how expensive it is to buy workout equipment. I know how expensive it is to get a treadmill. I know how expensive it is to simply live in general. So with that being said, I already work out on my own, and I had several people ask me, like, Nataushia, why don't you just go on ahead and do your exercises live? Hey, Karen, I see you, honey. So this is where I'm at. I started doing my exercises live almost a year ago. Well, a little over a year ago. But after I got injured, that's how I landed in seated cardio because I already knew modified exercises. I already knew how to do seated core abdominal exercises. But I didn't know that cardio was actually a thing that could be done sitting in a chair. Thank you for saying I look fabulous. So as I found more stuff that led toward led, whatever. Y'all already know I'm from Kentucky, so we just make words up over here sometimes, okay? And that's fine, totally fine. But I promise I still got some brains. But anyways, that's how I kind of ended up with seated cardio. So I want you guys to understand that when I am introducing these exercises to you, I'm introducing them to you from a perspective of someone who was once over 500 pounds. And I can remember being told repeatedly, okay, you're not doing that exercise correctly. But this is the thing. I felt my muscles burning. I was sweating. I was getting a workout in. And this is my whole thing too. When it comes to exercising, if you are just starting out, if you have whatever the case may be. Maybe you're injured too, and this is something that you're going to rely on to simply get you through until you can start working out again. That's fine. But this is my thing. Any little bit of movement when you are first beginning in general is certainly going to be a form of exercise, because at the end of the day, you're already exercising more than somebody that's sitting on their couch. So even though we're just going to be in a little bitty old kitchen chair or whatever it is that you're sitting on, you can be on a couch, a bed, a chair, an ottoman. I do not recommend a rolling chair. For the love of sweet dear baby Jesus, do not do seated cardio on a rolling chair, because I don't know that would go so well. Okay? I don't want to get any crazies. But anyways, yes. Anyways, I am going to go on ahead and let you guys know what our routine is for tonight. We are going to do intervals. That's how I do it. We do 14 exercises at 30 seconds apiece. So if yesterday was your first day with me, can y'all speak up for a second? If yesterday was your first day with me, let me know really quickly, please. That's a lot of core. Yes. Got my chair from the Goodwill. I love it. Yay. Well, if I don't have any first timers, then you guys, y'all are going to think that I don't even know. But I was going to say that if I had any first timers that are back tonight for round 2, second day, this is your second day, Kathy. Yay. Okay. So listen, if yesterday was your first day ever with me, I'm just here to let you know today's workout is going to be a breeze compared to yesterday. I'm just keeping it real because that's all that I do, because I understand how hard it is to exercise, let alone find the motivation to work out sometimes. So I try my hardest to make things as easy as I possibly can. I know, easy and exercise usually isn't in the same sentence. 1 month of workouts. I got a first timer in the house tonight too. But anyways, we're going to have 14 separate exercises tonight compared to the 10 that we did yesterday. We're not going to do exercises for 1 minute tonight. We're going to do them for 30 seconds, and then we're going to take a 10-second breather. Now, I will let you know, thank you guys so much for being so welcoming to everybody else. I absolutely love how loving you guys are. But anyways, what I am going to do is I am going to show you all how to properly sit in the chair. I'm also going to show you seated quick feet. I'm going to show you guys seated jog from the side so that you have an understanding of kind of what it is that we're going to be doing, okay? But I will let you know, keep in mind, you go at your own pace. I do not care if you keep up with me. I do not care if you race me. I don't care about that. The only thing that I care about is you giving your best effort, because at the end of the day, you're not helping or hurting me. You're not. And I'm not trying to be mean in saying that, but this is my thing. I'm sharing my routine with you so we can do it together. And I know that it's not easy. So that's why I'm going to show you all the modifications that I can to make sure that I help guide you along the way the best that I can. Okay? Yes, absolutely. Go at your own pace. I always reiterate that. I will always preach that throughout my entire session. But let me hop in this chair and show you guys how to properly sit down, okay? Thank you guys. 2 months for me, and you are down 17 pounds. Jeannie, I'm so proud of you. I don't care if you guys lose a pound, like half a pound. I don't care how much you lose. This is my thing, though. Losing is losing. And to me, once you hit this loser's bench, baby, let's go for it, okay? I'm all about praising all of the progress, okay? I'm a wild one. I am so proud of y'all, and y'all make me so, so happy. Yes. Okay. So make sure, absolutely, Karen did make a very valid, informative statement. Make sure y'all got something to stay hydrated with, like water, Gatorade. I mean, if your prerogative is alcohol, baby, I don't suggest it. But if you want to, baby, that's on you. I don't suggest it, though. But anyways, I'm going to drink me some Gatorade Zero. My mom blessed me with some Gatorade Zero packets because your girl's struggling like none other right now. But that's just a part of life. We all are, right? But anyways, let me go on ahead and introduce you guys to our workout for tonight, and then I'll show you all how to properly sit in our chairs, okay? So we're going to do quick feet floor pressers, out and ups, knee slice or knee slam. We have climbers, reaching steps, jump rope, uppercuts. That's one of my favorites. We have seated jog, cross ankle taps, back jacks, under leg jacks, chicken jacks, and then last but not least, we have battle ropes tonight. Now, I know all of these sound super intimidating if you have never done one, but I promise you're going to see some modifications that you're like, is that even an exercise? Absolutely, baby. I got you. Okay. Floor pressers. Yes, it's very similar to our tapsies. Yeah. But anyways, let me show you how to sit. All right. I hope everybody can see me. I'm going to have to bring YouTube down for a second. So if y'all don't know, I stream on 3 different platforms. We have Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube down here. So hi. Let's see here. Make sure you can see. Hopefully. All right. We sitting. All right. Hi, Andrew, before I go sit down. But anyway, in order to properly do this exercise routine, you're going to have to sit at the very edge of your seat. You're going to have to try and keep your back off the back of your chair and your core tight as much as you possibly can. And a lot of people are like, how the heck do I keep my core tight, Natasha? Baby, have you ever taken a selfie and sucked in your belly to look skinny? That's all you got to do. So basically, suck that belly button of yours through your spine. Okay? No biggie. You can do this. But what I will say is if you cannot complete one of my exercises within that 30-minute or 30-second time frame, I need you to simply just stay moving. I don't care if you get up and dance, walk, jiggle, wiggle, whatever. Just make sure your heart rate stays going, okay? I am going to show you seated quick feet from the side, and then I'm going to show you seated jog, both advanced and modified, so you get an understanding of what I mean by keep your back off the back of the chair and your core tight, okay? But anyways, to do quick feet, this is what I do. This right here, this is seated quick feet. My back's off the back of my chair. My core is tight and engaged. When I have my arms stretched out in front of me, what that does is it helps engage my abdominal muscles just a bit more. But I will say if that is a little bit too much for you right now, simply work your way up to that eventually. Don't just start off ripping and running with yourself looking like a zombie. Just work your way up to it, okay? Baby steps are absolutely the best steps in the whole entire world when it comes to your journey. But let me show you seated jog real quick. This right here, seated jog. Notice my back's off the back of my chair. I'm keeping my core tight, swinging my arms, all right? So that looks crazy. You're probably like, there's no way in the high heavens I can do this seated cardio crap. I got you. Let me show you a modification, okay? So to do a seated jog, this is what you're going to do. Pay attention to my legs and arms because they're going to go in correlation. Or you're going to go pump, 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 okay? So that's literally all you're doing. If you notice, your tippy toe is the only thing that remains planted on the floor. Your heels pop up, okay? Now, I will say you can choose your own pace. You can go as fast or as slow as you want to, but I will say that when you do go quick as you can possibly handle, what's going to happen is you're going to burn more calories. When you're burning more calories, you're burning fat, baby, okay? But I'm going to pop in this chair. We're going to get this party started, okay? Because your girl's got to work in the morning, and I'm already tired, okay? So let's go ahead and get this going. Are we ready? I need to see them reactions. Awesome. Here we go. All right. So our first exercise up tonight is quick feet. Now, I have already shown you how to do that, but I am going to give a refresher just in case you're just now popping on. I am going to record my workout. I do it under the high intensity interval training. You can do it however you so choose, though, okay? But let me go on ahead and get my timer pulled up. We have seated quick feet. This right here. Sometimes I'll do this number right here to work out my arms. You don't have to, but you can. So those are just some options you can throw in to get your heart rate accelerated and burn more calories. But we got 30 seconds. Seated quick feed. Let's go. The party is on. Let's go, baby. Up next will be our floor pressers. If you guys are familiar with our tapsies, it's very similar to tapsies, but we're using both hands at the same time. Okay? I think it's fun. Take your breather, babe. So this is our floor presser. You're going to start in the center, press down, step out, come up and in, down, up and in. Okay? So this is basically what we're going to get to. But you don't have to be that fast yet, okay? But let's knock it out. We got 30 seconds. Floor pressers starting now. Really try to control your arm movement so you engage those muscles, okay? Now, I have a lot of very great, amazing followers and moderators on my platforms that will step up and answer questions, comments, and concerns. Because when I'm sitting in this chair and I'm doing this live workout with y'all, I can't read a comment until I come up. Take that breather. Up next, out and ups. This is a tricky little booger too. You're going to start in the center. You're going to go out, in, up, down. Okay? So out, in, up, down. Repeat that to yourself. As you get it, then speed it up. You're about to see me do it and be like, no, I can't do this. Yes, you can. Go at your own pace. Repeat it, learn it, and then go. All right? But we got 30 seconds. Start now. Let's go, baby. You got it. Ooh, I don't know why, but I feel like a genie, low-key. That's it. Good job. Up next, breather. We have our knee slice or knee slam. So slice, slice, or slam, slam. Because I understand lifting your knee sometimes is not easy when you're first starting out, okay? And that's fine. Maybe you have a knee injury and this is what's going to help you. I don't know. But whatever best suits you, baby, that's what I need you to do. But we got 30 seconds of one of those two exercises starting now. And then up next will be our climber. Try to keep that core tight as much as you can handle, okay? And remember, go at your own pace. Perfect. So a lot of people always ask how I lost my weight. Take your breather. So I'm going to go over that eventually during the session. Next is climbers. You're going to go up, 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 up. Okay? Again, at your own pace. You got it though, babe. We got 30 seconds starting now. That's it. Yes. Keep putting in that work, baby. You got it. Almost there. Take your breather. Now up next is our reach and step. To do a reach and step, what you're going to do is literally reach and step. Reach and step. But if stepping is challenging, baby, I'm going to need for you to reach. Reach. But really make sure you're reaching. So you're reaching that oblique to the high heavens. Okay? Woo! Let's go. We got 30 seconds. Reaching steps starting now. This particular exercise, once you get to the advanced version, if you're not there yet, it will work your full body. Glutes, thighs, core, arms, all of it. Woo. You got it. That's it. Thank you guys so much for sharing this content. I appreciate y'all. Take your breather. Up next is jump rope. To do a jump rope, you're going to do this or bounce. Notice how my toes are still on the floor and I'm just bouncing on my tippy toes. So you can choose one of those two at your own pace. We got 30 seconds starting now. Keep going, keep going, keep going. It's going to really work your abdominal section in this area, just so you know. Oh. Uppercuts are next. Take that breather. So if you have never done an uppercut, it is exactly what it sounds like, all right? Uppercut, 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 uppercut. All right, so you're going to pick your pace that best suits you right now based on your skill level. And we're going to dive in. We got this. We got 30 seconds. Uppercut starting now. Seated jog will be next. Try to keep your core tight. Focus on your breathing. You've got this. Perfect. Yes. Take that breather. Now to do a seated jog, I'm going to show you advanced and then modified. So advanced, modified. Pump, pump, pump it up. Okay, do y'all remember that song at all? Pump it up. Pump, pump, pump it up. I think it was by Joe Budden or Biden or whatever. Budden, Joe Budden. We're going to say Budden because Budden just sounds better. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and do our jog. We got 30 seconds of our jog starting now. You got this. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep going, keep going. We're almost there. Good job. Take your breather. Up next, cross ankle tap. We have cross ankle tap. If that's too much, baby, you've got a shin or you've got that knee. You pick your poison, baby, but you've got this. Don't doubt yourself and do not cheat yourself, okay? We got 30 seconds. One of those exercises starting now. Again, go at your own pace. Because I promise, I used to not be this fast. Not gonna lie. Let alone this coordinated sometimes. Good job. Take your breather. Back jacks are next. I have 3 examples. Please pay attention, okay? We have option 1, option 2, option 3. All right? Stay hydrated. All right, we got back jacks for 30 seconds starting now. Really squeeze those shoulder blades. Good job. Look at you go. Thank you for sharing my content. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Take your breather. Up next, under leg jacks. To do that, you're going to start up here, down, up, down, up. All right? But you pick your own pace. No biggie. Don't cheat yourself though, all right, babe? We got 30 seconds. Under leg jacks starting now. Then we got chicken jacks next. Keep pushing. I know you might be sore. I know your core might be really, really hurting right now. You're engaging muscles possibly that you've not used in a while, and that's okay. So you might become sore. And again, that's okay. Take your breather. That just means you've actually put in work and you're getting to your next level. Just don't give up. But chicken jack, option 1, option 2, option 3. All right. So you're going to choose one of those 2 options, or 3 actually. We got 30 seconds. Starting now. I actually wish that we could listen to certain songs, but we can't. Shout out to copyright issues. Good job. Take your breather. Battle ropes are next. To do a battle rope, you're going to do this number right here. Okay. But let's knock out our battle ropes, baby. We have 30 seconds. Battle ropes starting now. Then we are back at the top to start our second round of 3. Good job. Almost there. Take your breather. We are moving on to our second round. Great job, guys. So at this start, what I'm going to do is just kind of start going over my story, what all I've kind of gone through on my weight loss journey, sort of. Okay? We are back at the top. We are going to do quick feet. We have 30 seconds of quick feet. Starting now. But anyways, I started my weight loss journey back in May of 2021, as I mentioned at the beginning. I at one point did weigh over 500 pounds. It's very crazy to me to sometimes look back and see my pictures and things of that nature. I've struggled with my weight my entire life. I've always been obese. I'm smaller now than I was when I was a senior in high school. This is the healthiest I've personally ever been. Take your breather. But I just decided to kind of make a change in my lifestyle. I first started by, we're about to go into floor pressers, by the way. We have 30 seconds floor pressers starting now. But I first started by incorporating a lot more exercise into my lifestyle. I started to really monitor my carbohydrate intake, my proteins. I was making sure that I was drinking at least 1 to 2 gallons of water a day. That's something that I made myself do because I was ready to make the necessary changes. And I hope that you understand that it was not easy, but it did get easier. It really did. But take your breather. Whew. But then I ended up applying to get gastric sleeve surgery. I don't hide it. I don't sugarcoat it. I don't lie about it. Everything that I post, I share that I've had gastric sleeve. If you see most of my profiles, you'll see that I've had it. It is out and up time. We have 30 seconds. Out and up starting now. But I ended up getting approved to get gastric sleeve surgery. My process was a little crazy. I've been denied, honestly, 7 to 8 separate times throughout my entire lifetime. I've tried numerous times to get it, but at the time, the job that I had deemed that my procedure was not medically necessary and that it was all cosmetic. So they denied it, literally 7 to 8 times. So take your breather. So I ended up at the time getting COVID insurance in the state of Kentucky because that's when COVID was a thing. So Kentucky had an insurance that residents could have that would help aid them with medical expenses. And it was like Medicaid for real. Let's do our knee slicers. We have 30 seconds. Starting now, or slam. But they kept saying that it was cosmetic and it wasn't necessary. But at the time, I was having female issues because I also have polycystic ovarian syndrome, endometriosis, and I'm also insulin resistant. So I was having some female problems, and I went to the doctor. They had found precancerous cells in my uterus. So my doctors were fighting, take your breather, saying, hey, like, she really needs to have this procedure, blah, 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 whatever. This was when I was not, the first 7 to 8 different times. But it never fell through. Like, I never could get it. Even though they were saying, hey, like, she's going to end up with cancer if she doesn't lose weight. That's literally what my doctors told me. So I took it serious for a second. But I didn't stick with it. We're going to go on ahead and do our climbers. We have 30 seconds starting now. But I didn't take it serious. So I ended up gaining my weight back. But come May 2021, that all changed. That's when I took it more serious. And then June 30th of 2021, I had gastric sleeve surgery. And then I did my 5-week program that they provided for me. Followed it to the T. I still keep my macros what it was when I came out of surgery. So take your breather. I'm literally trying to breathe and exercise at the same time. I'm telling you right now, it is taking my breath away. But anyway, a lot of y'all ask about my journey, all of that kind of stuff, how I ended up here. So I'm trying to share it best that I can, given I have limited time anyways with how much I work. But anyway, I had that procedure and then changed my life. We're going to do our reaching steps, 30 seconds starting now. So I do 60 to 100 grams of protein a day, 60 to 100 grams of carbs a day, but I try to stay as low as I can with my carbs because my body don't do well with them. And then I do about 28 grams of sugar a day when I'm super strict, when I'm not having emotional moments and having a milkshake, because guess what? Even though I've lost over 275 pounds, take your breather. I still have a milkshake from time to time. Maybe I'm having a bad week and I'll have a milkshake every day. I'm being real. That's sometimes how I've had my journey, even after surgery, because I've been emotional, I've been depressed, which I'm here to say that that's not a healthy outlet. But then I also know not to weigh myself and I get back on track. But anyway, that's kind of how I changed my life. We are going to move into our jump ropes now. We have 30 seconds. Starting now. When I was about 2 weeks post-surgery, though, I did start exercising, walking. I was walking literally the day of surgery. And it's crazy because I was super serious. I meal prepped everything. I made sure I hit all my liquid goals. I made sure I hit all my protein goals. Like, I literally kept a journal for the first year of my entire journey. I would weigh myself every single week, take your breather, and keep track of it and log it in my weight loss journal that I had created for myself. I would write in my journal about how I felt, what I was dealing with. I had separate sections of my journal that I created simply for myself. And that helped hold me accountable on top of me posting my story to begin with. We're going to move into our uppercuts. We have 30 seconds of those starting now. But, sorry, I'm trying to think and work out, and it's not always super easy sometimes. But I literally did everything different, but I knew that if I didn't make sacrifices along this journey of mine, I wouldn't be where I'm at. And what I mean by that is I had to learn to say no to foods that I was craving and learn when I could and could not use them. Take your breather. Because, yes, I still have moments where I now will have milkshakes every once in a while. I will. In the beginning, I was super strict by the book, would not do anything. Would not. But as I have went on my journey, I've started to live a little. And we are going to move into our seated jog. We have 30 seconds starting now. But I still always choose to get back on track, and I'll go super hard. I'll be super strict. And what I mean by that is I'm back to counting my stuff. I'll log it into my phone. I use an app called Verytastic. It is completely free. I'm all about free if you can't tell, because I'm very poor, very broke. I have 2 cars in the shop, living with my mom after a really bad breakup. I'm a very narcissistic, abusive person. But here we are. Take your breather. So I understand free is something that we all sometimes need, and that's okay. So Verytastic is what it's called. It's like bariatric, but Verytastic. So Verytastic is how it's spelled. Okay. Let's do our cross ankle taps. We have 30 seconds of those. Starting now. Okay. And then obviously now I do seated cardio, but in the beginning, my workout started with just walking. I was walking after surgery. I was doing slow knee ups on my stairs at home, all of that kind of stuff, because I was ready. I was so serious. I still am, but I also have a lot going on in my life, but that doesn't stop me. Take your breather. And then after I started to slowly progress, then I got released for the swimming pool. After the swimming pool, I was released to slowly hit the floor and start doing gym classes. I think it was about 3 or 4 weeks post-op, I could hit the gym floor and do very low impact type exercises in my workout classes that I was going to. Let's do our back jacks. We have 30 seconds of those. Starting now, but I would go to cardio hip hop. There was kettlebell, ant. There was ripped. There was rumble. Things like those are the classes that I would attend at the gym that I went to at the time. And then once COVID hit, everything shut down again. And I had to start learning how to work out from home. So I started to do home workouts, like body weight exercises. Take your breather. And then I ended up being in a relationship with said guy, and he started to work out with me. So we would go to local parks, and we would run, we would jog, we would do different things. We would use equipment. I would do my modified exercises on equipment, like my mountain climbers, my push-ups, my dips, all of that kind of stuff. We're going to do our under leg jacks. We have 30 seconds of those. Starting now. So I was working out in public parks, and then, things got a little different between us, and then I started to do my own stuff, but I still continued to work out, exercise, things of that nature. Then I went on a run, and I injured my left ankle. And then I started playing with seated cardio, and that's kind of how I ended up here. Just so we know. Take your breather. Up next, chicken jacks. But It has not always been easy. It's not always been peachy. It's not always been fun. I literally battled and had to plan everything for my surgery by myself because my surgeon's team literally told me, you're not going to have the surgery because your insurance expires too soon. So you know who planned all of her appointments. Hang on. We're going to go on ahead and do our chicken jacks. We got 30 seconds starting now. So I not only had been denied 7 to 8 separate times, but even after I got approved with the Kentucky State Medicaid, I was told that I couldn't have it because the insurance ran out. But you know, at the time I had a friend who encouraged me not to accept no for an answer. And I really have her to thank for being where I'm at. She doesn't talk to me today, period. Take your breather. Because I was with my ex and she did not approve of that relationship, which I understand, and that's fine. Take your breather. We got battle ropes next. But she is the reason why I ended up pushing through, and I planned my cardiologist appointment. I planned my psychiatric clearance. I had my EGD that I had to plan and schedule. Like, I literally was calling the doctor's offices. Let's do our battle ropes. We got 30 seconds. Battle ropes starting now. But I was literally calling all of these doctor's offices. I remember calling the cardiologist appointment crying. I was like, dude, my insurance runs out on June 30th. Can you please get me in well before then? So I had every single one of my appointments scheduled the week of my surgery. My surgery was on June 30th, the day that it expired. I literally was calling everywhere trying to get everything done. It was one of the most, take your breather, one of the most trying experiences, and I never thought that I was going to make it. And when I look back right now and I see, like, I'm proud of myself for not giving up, and I'm proud of myself for not taking no for an answer, but I'm actually super thankful for the friend that I had at the time. Let's go on ahead and do our quick feet. We got 30 seconds. We're on our third and final round. 30 seconds, quick feet starting now. But I'm very thankful for the friend that I had at that time that pushed me as well. Because had she not, I was going to be going to Florida on a vacation. I turned down a Florida vacation to schedule all of my surgery appointments so that I could try to have my surgery. I went for my final weigh-in to see my surgeon, and he literally looked at me and he said, well, I'm going to need for you to lose a little bit more weight. I went to my final weigh-in. He's like, I'm going to need you to lose a little bit more weight. Take your breather. And I looked at him and I said, well, then I guess I'm not going to have the surgery. And I felt super defeated. I felt super, super low. I felt like the smallest person on the entire planet at that point. We're going to go on ahead and move into our floor pressers now. We have 30 seconds of our floor pressers. But I'll never forget the feeling of him looking at me and saying that, and then him walking out of my appointment room. And he walked to the secretary's desk. At this point, I thought my surgery was already scheduled for the 30th, but he was not aware of this because I was the one that scheduled it, because I was the one making the phone calls. No one else was doing it for me. So he walked out, talked to the secretary, which was right across from my room. And she was like, oh, yeah, she's already scheduled. He was like, oh, okay, go lay on the bed in there. Take your breather. So I go back in the room, and he's like feeling on my belly and stuff. And he's like, bypass is out of the question for you. I was like, I didn't want it anyway, so that's fine. I was like, I just want the sleeve. I was like, I don't want the bypass. Because at my size, I was over 400 pounds at that time. I was 441 pounds when I went in for my gastric sleeve surgery. On the dot, 441. But anyway, let's do our out and ups. We got 30 seconds starting now. But I'm saying all of this to say this. Like, as I've talked about my journey, this was not planned. I didn't plan to do this. But as I look back on my journey and I see how much work I had to put in, it makes me appreciate my process just a little bit more. Like, even though everything that I have gone through hasn't been easy. I was denied clear up until the day I went in for surgery. Like, I went in to register, take your breather. I was literally at the hospital pre-surgery in registration, and the lady that was sitting there, the secretary lady, she was like, you're being denied this surgery today. And I said, why? I was like, I have already scheduled everything. I've done everything. I've told that, I've got clearance from everybody that I'm good to go. We're going to do our knee slicers. We got 30 seconds of our knee slice or knee slams starting now. And she said, well, because your insurance isn't going to cover it. And I said, what insurance are you using? She said, Humana. I said, Humana is my job's insurance. They won't cover it. They say it's cosmetic. You have to do my Medicaid insurance, not this one. So I had to fight. Well, not fight, but I had to sit there. I'm like tears rolling down my face because I have fought tooth and nail to have this procedure to help me have a tool to make me feel full. Take your breather. But I literally fought. And she was like, okay, well, give me a minute. Let me see what I can do. So she was in her little office. I'm sitting in the waiting room, panicking and feeling like it's the end of the world. We're going into our climbers. We have 30 seconds starting now. But I'm sitting here and I'm like, this is the end of the world, basically. That's how I felt, because I was like, man, I've done all this. I've done everything that I can. But to top it all off, to be told that I'm denied the day of surgery, I was like, man, this really is meant to be for me not to have this procedure. But I didn't give up. She called me back in the office and she was like, oh, yeah, it was just a little mishap. We got it fixed. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, bed. Take your breather. But it was such a trying time. My whole entire journey has been. And then now here I am, 32, over 275 pounds down, feeling physically amazing. But on the inside, I am in complete turmoil because I feel like I'm not where I need to be at right now at 32. But it is what it is. We're going to do our reaching steps. We have 30 seconds of those right now because I feel like at 32, I should be in a different position. I look at, which I know we can't compare our lives to others, but I see all of my graduating class and I see where they are. And I'm just sitting over here and I'm like, you know, I've lost weight and I live with my mom. Yay. You know what I mean? It's something that I'm having to mentally wrap around and deal with. But I know that take your breather. I know that there are things that I've done that I'm so proud of regardless of all of this. Because at the end of the day, I'm doing this for me. And I took this step to move in with my mom to better myself and my situation. And I'm blessed to have this opportunity. But let's do these jump ropes. We got 30 seconds of jump ropes starting now. So that's just my story in quick summary in less than an hour. But if you guys have any questions, once I finish exercising and things of that nature, I will do what I can to answer them. But I do have to be up super early for work, so I won't be hanging on super long. But I'll stay on for a few minutes and do what I can, all right? Because I'm all about seeing what I can do to help somebody else. Take your breather. Because I didn't always have someone at my side to be like, hey, this is what you need to do. I can remember calling a friend and being like, hey, this is blah, blah, blah. Can you help me with it? And I was literally told, like, call your doctor. Even though said friend had gone through it. Because I couldn't contact people that had gone through what I was going through that already knew, because they would get mad at me, or they would literally tell me, contact your doctor, figure it out yourself. So I'm not that type of person. I've been through it, and I'm happy to share what you might need to do without you having to call somebody and feeling uncomfortable with somebody. You might feel uncomfortable with me, hope not. But anyway, let's do our uppercuts. We got 30 seconds uppercuts starting now. But I know I might be a complete stranger to all of y'all, and that's okay. But I hope that you know when it comes to people's lives and comes to sitting and being able to do things that I used to not be able to do because of my size. I'm all for trying to help somebody if they want to get this sensation too, and this feeling and this experience. Is it easy? No, but it will become easier. It'll never be totally easy because you're always, take your breather. This is what I've realized on this journey. You literally will never stop fighting the scale for the rest of your life. You're going to be fighting it for the rest of our life. We will. We're always going to fight it because once you start fighting it, you're always going to be fighting it. So how you choose to fight is on you. Whether or not you want to watch the scale increase and you sit here and say, oh, I wish I could lose weight, you can wish all you want to, but until we start putting in the work, we're not going to get anywhere. Okay? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm being real. But let's do our seated jog. We got 30 seconds. Starting now. But I promise this journey is worth it. It's not always easy, but it's not always hard. It's not always painful, but it's worth it. More than anything, you are worth it. And I hope and I pray that if you don't see it, you will see it before it's too late. Because I wish I could have seen my worth. I'm still learning my worth. I know I'm worthy, but I know you are too. And I know that it's time to take a breather. I know no matter what size we are, though, we're always worthy. That's something I didn't embrace in the beginning. And I wish that I had somebody telling me the things that I'm telling y'all now, because even though I'm telling it to you, I'm telling it to me too. But let's do a cross ankle tap. We have 30 seconds. Starting now. But everything that I say, I also most of the time visualize myself at my heavier self when I'm talking to you guys, because I remember how much I struggled. I remember being in the gym and like absolutely feeling like I was dying. And then being told, oh, you're not doing the proper exercise. You're not doing this correctly. It's a crappy experience sometimes, but I'm thankful for those experiences. Take your breather, because those experiences inspired me to do this, what I'm doing right now. And I would not be where I am right now had I not gone through all that I've gone through. That sounds super crazy and philosophical, I think, but whatever. Up next is our back jacks. We're almost done. Y'all are doing awesome. Let's knock out these back jacks. We got 30 seconds. Starting now. Make sure you're squeezing those shoulder blades. Thank you guys so much for sharing my content. I can see when you guys share it from right here because it sends me a little bitty notification somehow. I don't know why. But thank you so, so much. You got it. That's it. Yes. Take that breather. Up next, under leg jacks. We are almost done with this routine, y'all. But I cannot believe that I am where I'm at also, because I'm about to get to be a guest speaker for the first time in my life. And I'm super humbled by this experience. I haven't even got to go yet, but I will be going in like less than 2 weeks, I think. Yes. Yeah, next weekend, actually. Wow. We got under leg jacks, 30 seconds, starting now. Well, I'm leaving. I fly out of Kentucky November the 10th, and I'll be flying to Colorado Springs to be a guest speaker out there with an amazing women's ministry group. And then we're going to do a little exercise while we're there too, because they've asked me to. But I'm just sitting here and I'm like, take your breather. I'm like, this really is super cool. Like, I never knew that people would be this inspired, I guess, by me. But it's super humbling and super motivating and super amazing in all ways. I'm getting to meet so many amazing people, and I love it. But let's do our chicken jacks, okay, babe? We have 30 seconds starting now. Then we got battle ropes. And then after that, we're going to do some stretches. And then I'll pop up there and chat for a second. Okie dokie. Sorry for talking y'all's ear off tonight. But just know that no is not always an answer. Well, for certain situations, I suppose. When it comes to this, at least take your breather. Up next is our battle ropes. And then we got our stretches. Y'all have killed it tonight. And I'm super proud of you guys. All right, let's knock out these battle ropes. We got 30 seconds starting now. Also, another thing that I do, which I mentioned earlier, is I control my portions now, and I used to not do that. So that's something else. I also eat off of toddler plates. I use toddler bowls. I use toddler dishes at home. And then when I go out to eat, like if I'm at a buffet, I eat off the smallest plate that I can find, and I don't eat anything more. I stop eating when I feel full, and I don't keep going. I used to not do that. Take your breather. We'll catch your breath. We are about to go on ahead and stretch our arms. Okay? So what I'm going to need for you to do right now, we're going to pull our left arm across our body. Okay? Let's go. But I control my portions. I try my hardest to drink a lot of zero sugar type beverages. So like, I've not been able to get any of the products that I usually utilize. I do have a Fat Blaster kit that I utilize, and within the first 2 weeks of utilizing it with my daily choice, that's what I used. I was down 18 pounds within less than 2 weeks, but I've not had the financial means in order to meet my needs in that area. So I've had to push my needs in that area to the side and focus more so on other needs. I need you guys to open your arms, cross over, cross out, cross under, bring our right arm across our body. So my mom actually blessed me with some sugar-free Gatorade Zero packets because I had actually ran out completely of everything. So she actually surprised me today with 3 more boxes of my Gatorade Zero packets because I literally used my last one yesterday, and it was one that she got me. So I was like, whatever. But anyways, I do a lot of zero sugar drinks. Open, over, open, under. We're going to bring our right arm or left arm behind our head like so. But I remember when I was at my heavier weight, I used to not always be able to reach my arm. So if that is your situation, you're going to interlock your hands, pull them behind your head like this, okay? But let's go. I also do a lot of high protein days. When I'm super strict, I don't usually eat a lot of carbs at all. Like, at all. I try to have at least under 10 carbs per item that I put into my body in one sitting, if that makes any sense at all. It sounds crazy. That's okay. We're going to open, over, open, under. Okay? We're going to pull our right arm behind our head now. But I try my best to avoid all sugary stuff. So even juice, what is so crazy is like the Bolt House Farm smoothies and the naked juices and stuff like that. They are packed with so much sugar. Like it's insane how many carbohydrates is in those beverages. We're going to open, cross, open, under. Now what I need you to do, keep your left foot planted flat on the floor. You're going to extend your right leg out. Toes facing the sky. You're going to walk your way down your right leg. Personally, I can go down to my toe now because I have lost enough weight. Eventually, you're going to be here with me, and that's fine. But we're going to go on ahead and go down and stretchy stretch. But it's really, really insane just to sit and read like all of the nutritional fact labels and just see how poorly I was fueling my body and how badly I didn't realize I was doing it until I really started to care. Come up for a second. We're going to switch sides. So right foot flat on the floor, left leg straight out, toes facing the sky. We're going to walk our way down our left leg, okay? Let's go. I'm trying to think of some other things. Another thing that I always keep in my purse, like at all times, is like some form of nuts, like almonds. Almonds are what I go to right now because they're the lowest carb item. I eat a lot of eggs. I eat a lot of cheese. I do not eat meat. Come up. But I do eat eggs and cheese. I just have issues when I digest meat. It literally gets hung in my throat and I choke. I cry. It's very miserable for me. So I just chose to not eat meat anymore. And that's fine. But I do drink a lot of protein shakes to ensure that I do hit my protein goals outside of eating eggs and cheese and things of that nature. We're going to go ahead and stretch both legs. So we're going to try and not face plant. So just be very careful, okay? So walk your way down your legs. We're going to stretch away. And then I also like string cheese. I do a lot of keto type treats as well. So like the keto bars that Monk Pack has, those are like my favorite. And then I also find like just little random keto friendly things that I can eat that have low net carbs. All right, we're going to come up. What we're going to do now is you're going to just spread your legs. We're going to do a little breathing exercise. You are going to be in complete control of your breathing. Okay, I am going to show you how to do it, and then we're going to do 4 together, okay? So you're going to inhale up, hold your breath right here. Exhale down. All right, so let's go on ahead and go for it. We've got 4 starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job, guys. I'm going to put my chair up and then I'll be right over there, okay? Oh, my goodness, my back hurts. But hi. How are y'all? Did 30 minutes of standing cardio and finished up here. Oh, I'm so glad. That's awesome. Let me bring y'all down so I can see y'all better, okay? Sorry, I'm like half blind, low-key. Not really. There we go. All right. Sorry. So sorry. Oh, thank you for saying you love my shirt. Any suggestions on how not to lean back and not... You're all of you guys too. So, the way I'm going to be really real. The way that you're going to be able to keep your back off the back of your chair more is as you strengthen your core. I'm being as honest as I possibly can, because as you continue to do these exercises and as you continue to show up and do these types of things, it will strengthen your core, and then it'll make it easier for you to remain off the back of your chair. Because when I first started, there was no way that I could stay off the back of my chair. Like, I was periodically hitting the back of my chair, like the whole entire exercise. But now I can go the whole session, and then the session before, because I do a session before I come on here, and I do my pre-recordings, which I haven't been posting a lot because I literally work all day and I drive straight home, get into cleaning my bedroom, getting things set up, doing my chores, doing laundry, whatever. So I don't always have time to sit and make the content. So that's why sometimes you guys don't see it. And I apologize for that. But that's what's going to help you more than anything. I had a migraine. It has... Oh, you are so welcome. I'm so glad that this workout and some Excedrin could certainly help relieve your migraine. That is so awesome. This was my first time, and it will not be my last. I really enjoyed the exercise. First time I've exercised in a long time. Then eating it. I love it. So, are you talking about the app? But you are exact. Oh, I needed that. I really hope so, because guys, I'm not kidding. I am in a situation where I'm having to consider giving up some of my nights at seated cardio right now in order to have more hours at work. That's where I'm currently at, literally. Because I'm not making enough money doing what I'm doing. And I'm so far behind right now that I literally am. Whew. Anyways, I'll figure it out. But if this is where I'm meant to be, I'll figure everything out. So the name of the app is called Berrytastic. What I will do is I'm going to write that in the comment section so that you guys can easily access that. If this will let me, hang on. Oh, no. Hang on, not that. Berrytastic. Okay, so this is the app that I'm talking about. Okay, I just posted that in my comment section on TikTok. This beautiful community makes me. Aww. I understand completely. Like, y'all, I had a really rough day at work yesterday, and then today was another rough day at work. But you know what? I know at the end of the day, something's going to give, because I know I have not always stayed in the same struggle. Like, I haven't. I'm just being real. I've not always remained complacent. I have always fought. In everything that I've ever done, I've always fought every single time just to be able to get anywhere again. And I'm fighting like heck right now just to get ahead again. And I know eventually in time, things are going to work out. Things are going to happen the way that they're supposed to. But we can't give up. We cannot give up, okay? I love it. Thank you, Cherie. Oh, Patricia, amen. So Patricia said, I would like to say, remember, God has us where he wants us at the current moment. Just keep looking to the hills and you will get where you want to be. God is going to see you through it all. God bless. Thank you so much, Patricia. I was not going to work out tonight, but you came on my FYP and I knew it was meant to be. Guys, please do not make me cry right now because I have fought tears for days. Whew. But listen, I hope that you guys know that I love you guys. And if you guys are close to Colorado Springs, Colorado, and when I'm in town, if I have any free time away from the retreat, I hope that I'm going to be able to meet some of you guys that are nearby or local. I don't know exactly all of the current plans. I'm going to be speaking with, her name's Teresa, on Friday. I'm going to be contacting her Friday to explain, like, all in detail what the plans are. But I am absolutely very, very thankful for you guys. Like, I don't know that you guys realize how much you all keep me going. I'm just being real. Because I absolutely, thank you, Karen. I really look forward to my workouts. Like, even on days that I've had, like, the worst day, like yesterday, I wanted to do nothing but come home and cry and just, I don't even know. But anyways, it's when I work out, like, the world stops. And in that moment, it's me and it's my chair and it's you guys. And it's people that I know that care about me. And, like, I know my mom cares. I know I have people that care about me in person. But it's literally the love that I feel from you guys when I'm live. So thank you for loving me how you do. And thank you for supporting me how you do. I'm a very real person. And I'm going through really real things. But I hope that you never give up on yourself, because when you give up on yourself, it's not a good thing. So never give up on yourself, because I'm here to tell you situations are temporary. Absolutely temporary. I can look back and I can see times that I felt like I was never going to make it. God, I pray for Natty. in this moment. She is struggling to make, oh man. Yeah. But I'm just here to say, keep going. Because I know I used to not think that there were situations I would get through, and now look at me. I may not be where I want to necessarily be at in my life at 32, but I'm in a better situation than what I was in. And I'm able to build myself up, even though it might be a struggle, even though I might be facing a lot of things right now and not knowing what's necessarily going to happen. I know in due time it'll get better, and you guys get to witness it. Like you guys get to see it because I'm transparent and I share it. I'm human, you're human, we're all human. But with God, all things are possible, and I know that, and I don't doubt it, because even though these situations seem big, God is bigger. Like, that's all I know. And even though I'm hurting and my heart physically, literally hurts, I know at the end of the day, He will see me through. I don't know where I'm going, but I know He's going to make sure I get to where I need to get. And He's like that for all of us. But I am going to get off of here because I'm not going to cry anymore. I'm not. They are just like a smells. Aw, thank you, Patricia. But you guys be absolutely blessed, okay? Like, for real. Be absolutely blessed. Know you're a blessing. Know that I love you. And I may not have ever met you in person, but I know one day I'm going to absolutely do my best to meet every single one of you all to the best of my ability, because that's what I want to do. And I do what I want to do for the most part. But you guys have a wonderful, blessed night. Oh, LK, finally feel like I belong. Oh my goodness. I love you guys. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Thank you, Karen. I have to sit here and say thank you to Karen. Karen is my moderator on, thank you, Tanisha. Karen is my moderator on TikTok. She has been one of my moderators for a while now. And I cannot thank you enough for being who you are. Natty, you're not only changing your life, you're changing the lives of so many other people. Yes. Thank you. But I hope that you guys sleep well tonight, have the sweetest of dreams, and know that you are absolutely amazing. And don't ever doubt your worth. Please don't doubt your worth. Because I'm here to tell you that you are worthy and you matter and you're enough just the way that you are. All right. Good night. Bye, YouTube.